Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming at you with another Wargaming and miniature video. And this video is a continuation of my Waterloo project. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up and review and kind of take a look at and see what all the hubbub is about the British Union Brigade cavalry box. It's a beautiful cavalry box. I'm thinking about doing the Scots Greys. I've been thinking about doing the Scots Greys as part of my Waterloo project. Let's go ahead, and I see that they've got a Dragoon over here. Yeah, let's take a look. Now, it says you get 12 multi-part plastic and metal 28mm British cavalry models. So do you get a total of 12 models, or do I get 14 models? I'm thinking I get 14. I could be wrong, but it contents here, it says 12 plastic Union Brigade, 2 metal command figures. So that makes me think 14. We'll find out when I open it up. Includes options for the bear skins, oil skins covered. Okay, the bear skin, also the oil skin covered bear skins, 2 types of heads, the Grecian helmet, the Ilskin covered Grecian helmet, the bicorn, and watering cap. So I'm going to have a ton of different choices depending on like which regiment I wanted to do. And then it gives me a background leaflet. During the 100 Days campaign, it was the 2nd British Cavalry Brigade, 3 elite heavy dragoon regiments that smashed the enormous attack columns of Warlord's corps in the opening moves of Waterloo. I don't think that's the opening moves. I think Hougoumont was the opening moves. This would be the mid moves, I think. Yeah, the Union Brigade was named thus as it was made up of 3 units. The 1st Royal Regiment of Dragoons, the 2nd Regiment of Dragoons, the Royal Scots, and the 6th Dragoons, the Inniskillings from Ireland. All clad in red, they rode large, aggressive horses. And at that time, Britain had the pick of the best horse flesh in this period. And the set allows you to build any of these. And even has options for Peninsular campaign hats like this guy. Which could also be Ponsonby from the Waterloo movie. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up and see what we get. You know, I've even considered saving the artwork on the boxes and maybe putting them in like an album or something, because they really do some good work on these boxes. All right, let's open this up. Packed full. I'm going to tell you, this thing is packed. There is no room in this box. Okay, let's get the metals out of. Let's just slide the whole thing out. Might be easier. Okay. Includes bases. I'm already sold. I'm happy about that. Okay. Vaz or Vass, he did a really good job. Okay, here's the pamphlet. Okay, we'll set the box off to the side. Always start off with a pamphlet. Let's see what we get here. Dragoon Guard in watering cap. Dragoon Guard wearing Peninsular campaign period bicorn. Our Scots Greys. Bugler above. There and there. Was an ornate tunic, whereas we've included a bugle arm for the more austere tunics of the Inniskillings below. And 1st Royal Regiment. Okay. So the Scots Greys bugler had a crazy bugle, is what they're saying. Tunic. But the other 2 didn't. Oh, so I might not be able to do the Scots Greys unless I get a special bugler. I'd have to look at that. And then the Union Brigade Trooper of the 1st Dragoons. I might just do the 1st Dragoons anyway. I'll have to take a look to see which one of these, and then I can always get a second pack and do the Scots Greys after getting maybe a special bugler model. Okay, so we'll not look at the sprues just yet. They all look like they're exactly the same sprue. Yeah, these are all exactly the same sprue, so we can just look at one sprue at a time and take a look at that. Okay, there are 6 sprues. Okay, 6 sprues, 2 horses per sprue. So you're looking at 12 horses right there. Ah, these guys don't have horses. Okay. Yeah, I would need to get 2 Napoleonic horses for these guys if I wanted to have additional models compared to just the ones that come with it. Okay. Got it. Okay, well, let's see what else we get here. We get the 2 guys for the 2 horses. The Dragoon helmets. Looks like a peninsula. What do they call that? Watering cap. You got the bicorns. Got like an empty head right here. Bodies. I got the saberdash, sheath, canteen. It's like one piece. I'll go onto the side of the guy. Okay, so we got covered dragoon, hair, dragoon with hair, covered bearskin, exposed bearskin. Get a ton of hats, so that should be no problem. Okay, let's zoom in on this and find out what that is. Okay, well, you see the sword arms. See the heads. Okay, let's take a look at that. Yeah, there's a guy with a pistol in his hand, and his sword is just dangling off a lanyard, because, you know, the swords are tied to their wrists with a lanyard, so just in case you accidentally drop your sword, it doesn't go anywhere. It'll just hang from a string. Okay. So that's what that is. And that's a pistol. Alright. I'm okay with that. Don't know how many of those I'll use, but okay, let's look at these torsos here. Kind of weak molding, actually. Those mold lines could be deeper. Once you paint it, it'll look okay, but it'll just be like washes or whatever, won't bring out the shadows. Kind of slightly disappointed with that. You see how this has got a big groove on his back? Well, that's where that strap glues into that area. Same thing on this guy. You see these saberdashes or saberdash or whatever they call it. It has like, okay, it's upside down. Would hang. That strap goes over the guy's shoulder, but then this is like his sheath and a canteen, I suppose. Okay, and so you're going to get 12 horse with like no command or anything, just a couple of guys swinging swords. And then you get this Ziploc here. Let's get the camera back. Let's open this up. Simona packed this pack. Okay, that's cool. British Union Brigade box set, lead free. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, if that's a bear skin, and that's pretty much always going to be a bear skin, that's pretty much only the Scots Greys, right? Ah, wait a second, and he's a bugler. Okay, well, this is a Scots Greys bugler. Okay, I think I might be able to do my Scots Greys like I wanted to do that. Okay, so I'm not going to have to do that. Nice. And then this is just a leader in a striking pose. And that looks like trash. Okay. And there's a bugle arm that if I wanted to make a second bugler, I suppose. Oh, and the Ponsonby helmet or hat, you know. One of each of the hats. Okay. I think I'm going to do oil-skinned bear skins, just like on the picture, because at Waterloo, I think they used oil skins. I don't think they had, they might add both. Maybe I'll do a few, maybe a squadron with, squadron without. And then just save all the extra pieces. Okay, that's awesome. And there would be the 12 models, you know, 2 per stand. And then I'll have a few extra singles. Actually, I've been thinking about this for units that I could do that, because if I ever use a 3 base if I ever use a 3 base small unit, I think it would be better to have 2 large bases and 2 small bases, because then you could put 3 figures in the front rank and 3 figures in the second rank, and it wouldn't look crazy. But if you made a 3-figure base like this, then you wouldn't be able to do that. You would have to have 4 figures in the front and 2 figures in the back, or yeah, and it would look off center. So I think if I was ever going to do a small unit, which I'm not going to do in this case, but for future reference, I'm going to use 2 large and 2 small so that I can do like a 3 and a 3. But if I still wanted to make a full-size unit, I could, using just, you know, regular size bases. And I'll go into that later when I start making my, like, Brunswick Uhlans. When I start doing small units, I'm going to be using bases like that. Alright guys, well, this is only part 1 of this video. Give me some time, stay tuned to the channel, and when I get these guys fully painted and assembled and ready to go, what I'll do is a second half of this video where I just show them off as they're finished. Alright guys, I got them finished, and I decided just to go ahead and attach this to the end of the video here. We've got the 12 figures, and let's get this. What happened to my focus? Hang on. Yeah, let me go ahead and bring this in a little bit closer so you can see. Alright, so we do have the bugler here from the Scots Greys, and then I've got the leader right here, the officer. There's no standard bearer. I went ahead and mounted 10 of them on a 2-figure base like this, and I mounted 2 of them on a single base like that. That way, if I ever needed to do a small unit, I could use 6 figures like this. Here, let's move these 6 out of the way. I can make a small unit like this, and the reason why I would do 2 single bases like that. Here, hang on, let me get. Yeah, the reason why I would do 2 single bases like this would be so you could do a line like this, but if you needed to do a column, you know, I could or a 2 rank line, I could do that. And then if I was going to do a march column, I could always do, you could always do that. You can't do this type of a formation if you're using 3 bases. You would probably do something like that, you know, and that's not going to be the same. That's going to be 4 wide when it should be something like that. And then if you ever need to just put it back into a normal, like full-size unit, you just you're good to go just like that. So let me go ahead and kind of show you what I've done. We went ahead and painted them up with gray, like you should. And then you've got, I used the oil skin, bearskin caps. Yeah, we got the oil skin, bearskin caps. And there we go. That's the Union Brigade. You can, but I went ahead and did it as the Scots Greys. Pretty happy with those guys. Now, surprisingly enough, it only took me 1 day to assemble all these, and then also, well, almost 2 more days to paint them, and then, and that's to base them and everything else. And I did use the Warlord bases. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out and checking out the video on the Scots Greys, the Union Brigade cavalry package. And we'll catch you next time.